What's up, pranksters? Thank you guys for joining me once again for another video. And in this video, I'm gonna show you 5 Thanksgiving pranks that you guys can pull off next time you gather your whole family at the dinner table. But the thing about these pranks is that they don't cross any lines. They're just little practical jokes you can do on your loved ones at Thanksgiving. So yeah, you're not gonna go overboard and ruin Thanksgiving, because you don't wanna be that person that ruins Thanksgiving, right? Nobody wants to be that person. So yeah, these are just pranks that you can have fun at the dinner table with your family on Thanksgiving night. So if you're ready for that, check it out. Alright, pranksters, well, when it comes to Thanksgiving, everybody's Thanksgiving dinner is different. Not everybody's gonna have the same stuff on the table. So for example, I'm Mexican and we always had beans at our dinner table because that's just how I grew up. So I'm gonna show you guys, for example, if you guys eat beans during Thanksgiving, I'm gonna show you guys an awesome prank that you guys can pull off. But honestly, this prank works with anything you want, as long as you have a bowl there and a large spoon. So let's get started with that. First thing you wanna do is make sure that the bowl is dry, and you're gonna place the spoon on the bowl like this. Next, you're gonna need a piece of tape. If it's clear, it's better, but you don't necessarily have to use clear tape. But since this one's kind of wide, we're gonna have to trim it a bit. So you're gonna put a piece of tape on the back of the spoon like this, and make sure that the tape attaches to the bowl as well. So just like that, pranksters. It's not visible from the front. It should look like this. As you can see, the back of the spoon doesn't really show that tape. So it's gonna be out of your victim's sight, and you're gonna place the bowl like this with the spoon facing this way so they can't see the back of the spoon. And then next, you're just gonna add whatever you're gonna put in there and serve it on the table. But when you do add it in there, make sure that it's almost to the very top, because what we want is for them to spill it a little, so that when they either grab the spoon, it'll tilt the bowl just a little and it'll cause a little spill. So yeah, let's do that right now. So tell me, pranksters, have you guys ever had beans during Thanksgiving dinner? Oh, these look delicious. There goes the beans. Yeah, you can heat these up before you actually dump them in there. If you're in charge of preparing the table, then this is perfect for you. First, you gotta locate the spot where you're gonna put the bowl. So if you already picked out a victim, grab the bowl, and like I said, you place the bowl like this with the spoon facing them. Make sure that the back of the spoon is not visible to them or anybody else. So maybe put this in the very back. Since we're using clear tape, it's not that noticeable. Like, people can't even tell that it's back there. For example, I'm gonna show you guys right now. You can barely see the tape, and even if it's there, people will think, wow, well, maybe the bowl is cracked or something, or that's preventing it from leaking or whatever. You know, they're not gonna think anything of it. So whoever it is, that person you're trying to prank, and whenever they want to get themselves a spoonful of beans, this is what's gonna happen. They'll reach over and try to grab it. See what happens? The tape actually made the bowl tilt, and it made this mess right here that whoever did this will have to clean up, or at least they will get embarrassed thinking, oh man, look what I did. I just ruined Thanksgiving for everybody. But really, no, they didn't ruin Thanksgiving. They just, you know, made a mess that nobody will forget. But yeah, guys, that's a little prank that you guys can pull at the dinner table. Up next, we're gonna be messing with the mashed potatoes. Now, mashed potatoes are pretty much something everybody has at their Thanksgiving dinner table. I just don't think you can have an actual Thanksgiving dinner without mashed potatoes. So pretty much this is one of the most common foods you'll find at a Thanksgiving dinner table. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna fill up this bowl, which is where I would normally put my mashed potatoes, but in this case, I'm gonna fill it up with water and then freeze it. So let's go to the sink and put some water in it. Now, you don't want to fill it up to the very top like I did with the bowl of beans. About 2 inches before you get to the top will do. Next, grab the spoon that everybody's going to be using to get themselves some mashed potatoes like this. So get that spoon and put it inside the bowl filled with water, just like that. What we're going to do next is we're going to take this bowl and put it in the freezer. And we're gonna leave this bowl inside the freezer until the water freezes completely and it's just one huge piece of ice. So that could take a few hours. So you're gonna have to get up early on Thanksgiving morning and prep this. So while that freezes, pranksters, we're gonna prepare ourselves some mashed potatoes on a different bowl. Make a desired amount. But if you're gonna be making mashed potatoes for everyone anyway, you might as well make a bunch of it. And some of this you're gonna be using for the prank. So yeah, make yourself an actual mashed potatoes bowl, and then the other bowl is just gonna be the pranked one, the booby trapped one. Just prepare your mashed potatoes as you normally would. Now hopefully yours come out better looking than mine, because mine don't look, not only do they not look good, they don't smell good either. Probably because I haven't added the right stuff into it. Oh, well, I did my best at making these mashed potatoes. Obviously I'm not a professional, as you can tell, but it'll do. So next I'm gonna go and grab the bowl that's in the freezer and bring it out. And here it is, pranksters. It actually came out looking better than what I thought it would, just because I'm able to actually move the spoon like this. It actually turns. I don't know, maybe it's the bowl, the material that it's made of, that didn't cause the ice to stick to it, but this is perfect. So now, pranksters, what you're gonna do is you're gonna cover up the ice with some mashed potatoes. So you don't have to use a lot, just make sure to cover up the top of the ice. We're gonna make it seem like this bowl is the real bowl of mashed potatoes, and you guys can pretty much guess how this prank is executed, right? Well, I'll tell you right now. Let me just finish up prepping up this bowl. I just covered up the whole bowl with mashed potatoes. As you can see, it's kind of heavy too. As you can see, it looks like a regular bowl of mashed potatoes, just as something you would see on a dinner table for Thanksgiving. So there's nothing fishy about this. Nothing looks fishy at all. Of course, you're gonna make the real mashed potatoes in another bowl and save them somewhere else. But you're gonna bring this one to the dinner table, and when somebody tries to get some, this is what's gonna happen. They're gonna think that the mashed potatoes are all frozen, but if you touch them, they feel normal. They feel like normal mashed potatoes, but why are they stuck there? Of course, because the spoon is attached to the bowl through frozen water, which is ice. So there you go, pranksters. That's a little fun prank you guys can play on your loved ones on Thanksgiving dinner. Kind of frustrating, actually, guys. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's pretty heavy. So as you can see, this is what the layers look like. It's only one layer of mashed potatoes, and then the rest is just ice. What I have here is some corn. This is very popular around the dinner table on Thanksgiving because a lot of people like to put this on their turkey or on top of their mashed potatoes or just in their plate, and they'll eat it at some point. So corn is very popular when it comes to Thanksgiving, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna get some candy corn, as you can see right here, and put it inside the bowl so it blends in with the actual corn. But with the candy corn, guys, only 1/3 of the candy corn is yellow, so that's what you're gonna need. Just cut off the yellow parts of every piece of candy corn that you find. So for example, I got this one right here, so I'm just gonna cut off the yellow part, just like that. And look at that. It looks yellow, right? I mean, it might have a little bit of orange, but that's okay. So do that with the rest of the candy corn that you have. Just get the yellow out of there. And as you can see, I'm accumulating my yellows and putting away the rest. Now, if your family also serves carrots and they're diced carrots or whatever, then you can actually cut the orange as well and try to pass it off as carrots. But here, we're just gonna mess with the corn because these little pieces look like corn, right? So I'm just gonna use that amount just to show you guys the example. This is the candy corn that I cut up. I'm gonna dump them inside the bowl of corn like this. Now you guys can't tell which is which, right? And they'll never know that you have some candy corn hidden inside the actual corn. So it'll be funny. It doesn't taste horrible, but it will add a different taste to the corn. So it'll be a funny prank for the dinner table. Now I do apologize for not getting an actual turkey for this prank, because this prank involves you having access to the turkey that your family will be eating on Thanksgiving. But I was able to go to my local grocery store and get a rotisserie chicken like this one right here. And you guys are just gonna have to use your imagination when it comes to turkey. Just pretend this is a smaller version of a turkey, because it does look like a turkey, right? Yeah, you're not really gonna be wasting the turkey, but you will make it seem like the turkey hasn't been done yet, that it's not cooked correctly. So for that, what we're gonna do first is, if you have access to the turkey before anybody else, you sneak in and you get yourself a knife, and you're gonna start to cut the skin like close to the leg on both sides and then the bottom, because what we want to do, guys, and make sure you wear gloves for this, that way you don't touch the food. But what we're gonna attempt to do here, pranksters, is we're gonna peel back the skin on top of the turkey. So just like that, peel back the skin all the way. Now normally if I was mean, like I did in my fast food prank, I actually added hot sauce inside the chicken in between the meat and the skin, but I'm not gonna do that because it's Thanksgiving and we don't really want to ruin Thanksgiving. We just want to make it a little bit more fun. So once the skin is pulled back, you're gonna need some food coloring like I have right here. So I don't think we need the dropper, but we'll just have to open it up and then dump a few drops on top of the meat like this. And it looks like blood, right? Yeah, so what we want, pranksters, is we want to make them think that the turkey hasn't been cooked right, that the turkey still needs to go back in the oven because, of course, it's still bloody. So that's our purpose right here. But you don't want to put too much of it. We want to make it look as bloody as possible, but we also don't want to make it taste bad. So you can rub the blood, or the food coloring on top of the turkey like this. And again, use gloves, pranksters. I don't want you guys tainting the meat with your dirty hands, because I know everybody has dirty hands. Once you've done that, you're gonna put the skin back where it goes. So pull it forward again. And that's it. They won't notice a thing until they start cutting it up. So for example, this is what's gonna happen. Oh, it looks gross. I wouldn't want to eat this. You're gonna make them think that, oh, this is nasty, this is disgusting. Look at this turkey right here. Yuck. It is a fun prank you can pull on anybody on Thanksgiving. And you're gonna make that person that cooked their turkey look bad. That's gonna be funny, right? So if it was your mom or your grandma or your wife or somebody, and let's say it's their first time cooking Thanksgiving dinner for everybody, it's just a good way to mess with them. Usually every Thanksgiving dinner ends with some pie. Pumpkin pie like this one right here. So I went to the store and I got me some to show you guys this next prank. So first of all, if you're the person, again, like all these pranks, you gotta be that person in charge of preparing that Thanksgiving dinner. So if you're that person, then you're gonna have access to this pie, and that is perfect because that's what we're gonna need. We're gonna need you to cut up the pie in 8 triangles or just enough so everybody gets a piece. And then what you do is you're gonna put them in a different little plates like this and then pass them out to your guests. But that one guest that you want to prank, you're gonna give them a special piece of pie, and that's what we're gonna do right now. So like I said, you're gonna be cutting up the pie in equal slices. So make sure to cut all the way to the very bottom, all the way to the crust. Hopefully you guys have better knives than I do, because I'm struggling with this pie right here. Yeah, this pie is kicking my butt. So you're gonna take out the piece that you want to booby trap, and you're gonna place it on the plate that you have set up. And next we're gonna hollow out some of the center of the pie. So it doesn't matter in what shape you hollow out that center, just make sure you are able to scoop it out. Just like that. So these are like the pie guts that you basically need to take out, which are pretty good, and you can actually eat this because you don't want to throw it away. As you can see, the center is pretty much hollow. And now that leaves you to be creative and put anything you want inside, whether it be a spicy food or maybe something sour, something that they really don't want to eat, then that's all up to you. Me, I'm not really gonna get that mean. I'm just gonna add some ketchup inside. But like I said, you guys can add some hot sauce or whatever. But also it depends on how much you want to prank this person. If this person got you with a really mean prank, then of course you got to get some payback on that person and get them back with a really, really mean prank. And this would be it. So here goes the ketchup. All right, that's about right. So as you can see, I filled up the hole with ketchup, and I'm just gonna spread it out even. And that's it, pranksters. Actually, this pie doesn't look bad at all. If I didn't know any better, I would think that that is jelly on top of the pie, and that would actually make me want to eat it even more. So you can just serve it to your victim like this, and if they ask, hey, what is that? It's jelly or whatever. But I don't know if they would fall for that prank. And I don't know how your victims eat their pie. Some people actually eat it with the fork. Me though, I don't really care for forks. I just pick up the whole piece, just take bites out of it. And if your victim is like me, then that would be a perfect prank for them. They would easily fall for this one. Now, it doesn't mean they won't fall for it if they use forks, but I mean, your chances are higher if they pick it up like that and take bites out of it instead of using a fork. Since I don't want my victim to know that that is ketchup, I don't want them to know that there's anything fishy about this piece of pie, I'm just gonna add some whipped cream on top of the ketchup to cover up my tracks. Just like that. Now they won't notice a thing. See, there's nothing fishy about this pie. It's just a piece of pie with whipped cream on it. There's nothing fishy about it. But let's say your victim, like I said, is like me. This is how I eat my pie, pranksters. I just grab it like this with my hand, and then I just take a bite out of it. And this pie I can kill off within 2 bites, maybe 3 at most. But yeah, it's gonna be gone. So within the first bite that I take out of this pie, I would probably get some of that ketchup in there, and it's gonna taste nasty. It's not gonna taste good at all. Now, if it was hot sauce or something nastier than that, then it would just make somebody throw up. I know it would make me barf right away, but we'll see how strong your victim's stomach is. This prank is the meanest of the bunch just because they have to eat something nasty. But then again, it depends on how nasty you get. It depends on what you put inside. But again, you don't want to ruin Thanksgiving. You don't want to ruin anybody's Thanksgiving. You just want to have some fun. So put something in there, something that's not gonna make them sick, something that's not gonna make them throw up, but it's something that they don't want to eat. So it makes for a fun prank. And there you guys have it. 5 pranks that you guys can do on Thanksgiving. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more pranks like these. They are pretty fun. They're not gonna ruin Thanksgiving. They're just gonna make it a little bit more fun. And in fact, it actually make Thanksgiving better. Hopefully your family has a sense of humor and they find these pranks funny rather than them get mad. So yeah guys, I just wanted to wish you an awesome Thanksgiving, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you guys for watching. Basically what I'm gonna be showing you guys in this video is how to set up some booby traps around your house using water balloons. About this size will do. Just like that, and you're gonna put it inside the drawer. So open the drawer. So your victim's gonna come over and he or she's gonna open the drawer, and this is what's gonna happen. Right here I filled the balloon with water, and I'm gonna tape this on the bottom of the drawer using, of course, tape. And that's when they'll fall for this booby trap. So I'm gonna show you how that's gonna go down. I'm gonna push it forward and let's see what happens. Yep, just like I expected, the balloon popped.